When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Quick step and go. Made him miss again. He's loose down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to make magic with his feet. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Gets away from one, finds room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Kent. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking for the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a 6th sense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air. It's Croman Hope. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board and off and running. He's at the 10. Touchdown Oklahoma! He got a step and just dusted the field. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Caught in the backfield. It's Reese.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to ride this running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. On the run, it's Robinson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. And here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Indiana. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Touchdown Sooners! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And Saeed coming in, it burns him up. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. Oh, what a cut! Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Williams will pass. Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He's into his happy place, the end zone, and he's been very, very happy because he's been there regularly in the first half.
Most people are happy with, several touchdowns in a season, but you just feed him and he keeps getting in the end zone, keeps piling up touchdowns. Those stats are just climbing up and up and up. Thank your offensive lineman. Take him out to dinner tonight.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. He just gave a rousing to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
He'll try to do it himself. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Rides the back on the option, the give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Right back to it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to power their way ahead. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. Powers through the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the quick grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off-play action on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Pollard.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Complete to the left. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Made a defender miss. Still on his feet. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Sooners. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that school.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The slant route is such a versatile route, right? You can throw it against man coverage, zone coverage, 3rd and short, 3rd and medium. It works against a lot of different defenses.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
Now, a 4th down.
Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pop the draw. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Quarterback keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. Dropping back, it's Maddox. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. Working their way closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Run in the red zone, it's Robinson. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reese. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Sategna. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get
a shot toward the end zone? And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. They'll immediately call timeout.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Trying to power it in. And we have breaking. They score yet another touchdown. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the back. Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown Sooners! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting it on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Makes the catch near the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This offense has it with really good field position. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching